Welcome to Vaish Courses YouTube channel and to the series of current updates. Before starting today's video that is about Delimitation Commission, I want to remind you to subscribe to this channel, like the video and don't forget to share with your friends and give your feedback in the comment box. With this note, let's start the video. So, why we are reading about Delimitation Commission is Delimitation Commission has proposed 6 additional seats for Jammu, 1 for the Kashmir Valley. So that is the reason we are going to study about this topic called Delimitation Commission. So it has proposed to increase the number of assembly seats in Jammu and Kashmir to 43 and Kashmir Valley to 47. While 24 seats are expected to remain in Pakistan occupied Kashmir in a proposal which they have given. So 9 seats have been proposed for the STs and 7 for the SCs in Jammu and Kashmir in its first paper drafted by the commission. So this is about news. Okay, if you are a person from the Jammu and Kashmir, this news is important to you. So if you are not a person from this area also, this is important to you because Delimitation Commission is important for the exam point of view. So if you see the Omar Abdullah's tweet, the draft recommendation of the J&K Delimitation Commission is unacceptable. The distribution of newly created assembly constituencies with 6 going to be Jammu and only 1 to Kashmir is not justified by the data of 2011 census. This is what Omar Abdullah is saying. He is saying it is not justifiable. So now let's see what is delimitation all about. Delimitation is nothing but it's an act of redrawing the boundaries of a Lok Sabha seat or an assembly to represent changes in the population over time. As the time goes on, the population will also get increased. When the population get increased, we also need to redraw the boundaries of the assemblies. So this delimitation is nothing but the act of redrawing the boundaries of an assembly or Lok Sabha seat. So this exercise is actually carried out by a Delimitation Commission. They will get the orders from the force of law and cannot be their actions cannot be questioned before any court. Okay, what is the objective of redrawing the boundaries? So as the population changes, the representation of the people also should change. So this is the reason why we need to redraw the boundaries. They will redraw the boundaries in such a way that the population under seats are equal, having the equal representation. Okay, aside from changing the limits of the constituency, the process may also result in the changes in the number of seats also in every state. So if you see the article 82, readjustment after each census upon the completion of each census, the allocation of seats in the House of the People to the states and the division of each state into territorial constituencies shall be readjusted by such authority in such manner as Parliament may by law determine. So this is what article 82 is saying about the delimitation. Okay. So what is the delimitation process? So I have told you it's an act of redrawing the boundaries. So in this there is a process which goes on for fixing limits or boundaries of the territorial constituencies. This fixing limits will be done in such a way that there will be a fair division of the geographical areas, and the concept of one vote and one value should be it should be achievable through this redrawing of boundaries. And there are various methods for redrawing the boundaries, but we will be following the gerrymandering approach. Okay, so according to this approach, what will happen is Delimitation Commission will be commissioned. So who will be the members of the Delimitation Commission? So this Delimitation Commission will be appointed by the President of India, and it will be done along with the collaboration of the Election Commission of India. So who are the members of the Delimitation Commission? Retired Supreme Court judge will be a person, and the Chief Election Commissioner and the respective state election commissioners will be the members of the Delimitation Commission, and this will be constituted by the President of India. So he will be appointing this Delimitation Commission. So this delimitation commissions have been set up for 4 times in the past. Now this is the 5th time. So it has set up in 1952 for the first time, 63, then 73, and now, and the last time was 2002, and now it is 2021. So in the 2009 general elections, 499 out of the total 543 parliamentary constituencies were newly delimited constituencies as fourth delimitation commission's report given by Justice Kuldeep Singh was accepted. So the fourth, that is 2002 delimitation commission's head is Kuldeep Singh, Justice Kuldeep Singh. So, although the freeze on the number of seats in Lok Sabha and Assembly should have been lifted after the 2001 census, another amendment has postponed till 2026. This was justified on the ground that the uniform population growth rate would be achieved throughout the country by 2026. Okay. So, Justice Ranjana Prakash Desai was appointed to head the delimitation commission set up for the areas of Jammu and Kashmir, Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, and Nagaland. Who is the person? The person name is Justice Ranjana Prakash Desai. If you see the current issues regarding the delimitation commission, government has constituted a delimitation commission in order to redraw the Lok Sabha and Assembly constituencies of the Union Territory, Jammu and Kashmir, and the northeastern states of Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, and Nagaland. And this is headed by the Supreme Court Judge Ranjana Prakash Desai, as I have already told you in the before slides. So if you see the work, in 2002 the National Conference government amended the Jammu and Kashmir Representation of the People Act 1957 and the section 47 subclause 3 of the Constitution of Jammu and Kashmir by freezing the delimitation of its constituencies, and all the administrative units were frozen as on June 15, 2020. Data and map collection of each unit has been done. For the four northeastern states, the exercise has been slow as there is a lack of clarity on whether to employ the census data of 2001 or 2011. While the 2020 notification told that it should be taken to 2001 census data and it should be used, but political parties wanted the census data of 2011. Meanwhile, with the fresh census due in 2021, political parties in Assam are actually demanding that the data from 2021 census should be taken. And as per the Jammu and Kashmir reorganization bill, the number of assembly seats in J&K would increase from 107 to 114, which is expected to benefit the Jammu region. So this is all for this video, and thank you for watching. Do subscribe, like, share and comment. Jai Hind people.